Hello and welcome to this presentation. My name is Dave Renninger. I'm the Application Specialist for the Engineering segment of Tekla Inc. This is the sixth video in our series showcasing Tekla structures for the engineering market. In our last video, we showed how to create an analysis model from the Tekla model. Now this video, what we're going to be showing is how to model in some secondary framing such as grading, stairs, and handrail. Alright, so I'm going to begin with the grading. So I'm just going to come over here as I might start with my planted elevation 10 feet view. So what I'm going to do now is just model in the extents of the grading. So simply just come up here. All I need to do is just pick the points here. Where is the grading going to be located on my platform? So again, I can easily model around this opening where my tank is on my reference model. You can see how easy it's going to go through there and add my grading on this platform. Alright, so now to make this look more like grading, what I can easily do now is just come through and add what's called a surface treatment along this plate as well. So now we can see here, real nice and easy to see, looks like get the true grading appearance in the model. So now I'm going to come through and add some cutouts for the grading around these columns. And a nice tool we have for that is just a nice component called Create Hole Around the Part. So all I have to do here is just simply select the part that I want to cut and then pick the part to cut around, and it's going to add a clearance distance which I can customize and define as well. So easy enough to just come through here, just pick the grading and then my columns. You can see here as I go through, it's going to cut the grading as well as that surface treatment each time. So real easy to come through here, just pick the parts that I want. And the beauty of this is that these are components, so they're parametric, meaning that if these column size change for any reason, the grading, the cutout here is going to hold a set distance from the face of that steel. So now that I have my grading applied, now we're going to come over and we're actually going to start modeling in some stairs. Alright, so I'm going to switch over to my 3D view for this. And now I'm going to come back in here to my component catalog and go to my stairs and railing section. Now before I come in and model in my stair over here, I'm going to make this a little bit easier for me to model in my 3D view. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add a clip plane in this view. All right. So simply just click the plane where I want to cut, and I can drag this as well in the model so I can easily just reduce how much is visible here in my 3D view. And then again, we're just going to create another one on this column line over here. So again, just like this way, I'm not trying to rotate and look through the entire model as I'm modeling in my components. So now to model in my stair, I'll come back here to my component catalog, find the stair tool that I want here. Now I'm just going to pick here, locate some points here in my model dictating the bottom and top of this stair run. So again, I can track over here, and you can see how easy it is just to track, add some dimensions, middle mouse click, and there we have the stair. So these components will automatically put in the stringers, the grading treads, and the bolt patterns in here as well. Alright, so let's finish off these details down here at the bottom of these stringers. So now we're going to do, basically all we have to do for these is just pick the stringer and then pick the nosing of the bottom tread. And it's going to go through and add the closure plates and angles at the bottom as well. So repeat that same process here for the right side. And then just clean up this view. So now we're going to go through, let's add some rails going up this stair. So again, we can come down here in our tools. We have a nice component here that's going to do all these parts for us at one time. Basically, again, just picking the extents here of the run, picking the parts that the rail is going to frame to, middle mouse click, and there it's going to go through and put all the posts and handrails in for us as well. So again, do the same thing here on the left side and go through and connect it. So one last thing we'll do through here is we'll actually connect the stair to these steel framing as well. What's nice about this, we can just come up here to some of our preset steel connections. As you can see, a lot of different options, whether we have clip angles or shear plates. We have a lot of these connections already included out of the box. And we're going to cover this in more detail in a later video in our series. So for this one here, I'm just going to use shear plates and simply just come through here and just connect our stringers to the beams. If I need to adjust these, simply just double click on this component here. I can easily come over here to my plates tab and adjust the location of my shear plate. So now that I have my stair in here, it's probably good to come through here. We could just move these clip planes, just simply select the scissors here and click on delete. Now we can see our entire model again. So now we have our stairs, and now let's come back over here to our plan view, and now we're going to model in our rails around this platform elevation. Okay, so again, we're going to come back in here to our stairs and rails section. I'm going to scroll down here to my stair component. I'm going to load the setting that I want to use for this one. Now let's just close this off as well. I'm just going to rotate this 3D view so make it easier to see what I'm doing, because I'm going to be working over here in the plan view. So again, with this one, all I have to do now is just pick some points here in the model to dictate the run of the rail here, just pick 2 points, then select the member that's going to frame to. Middle mouse click, now you can see that's going to create that rail going through here. Alright, so I'm just going to work my way around this platform, again just picking my work points and the member that the rail needs to connect to. So now that I've come through and framed in all my rails, I'm just going to simply clean up these views here. Now if I rotate my plane elevation 10 feet, it might give us a little bit of a cleaner view to see how easy it is to go through and model in the rails around our platform. So this concludes this video. In the next video in our series, we're going to show how to do some plate modeling as well for some bins and hoppers inside Tekla. Thanks again for watching.